Exclusive, in fact, that is lined up for you from Darjeeling. Remember, we've seen a lot of violence, particularly between the CJM and the police there. And my colleague Sakal has been getting you more ground reports of that very same tussle. But look at that paper that is up on your screens. That, in fact, is an order that has been accessed by Republic Television. It's a CJM order exposing the compromised Supreme Court guidelines. This report is raising certain pertinent questions when it comes to the human rights violations in the hill city of Darjeeling. We are also accessing the inspection memo, which is attempting now to hide the allegations of that torture, the torture that has been seen, that has been witnessed. But why is the police not admitting to that? Serious questions being raised as far as the modus operandi then of the police is concerned. Why did the police not speak of the story of torture ever?
Always on a denial mode, we have to understand here, Deepthi. Till the time we actually procured the copy of this Chief Judicial Magistrate, Jaydeep Bhattacharya, and this is one such paper which actually exposes the way rules are being bent in some of these police stations in Darjeeling, especially when they pick up Gorkha Janmukti Morcha protesters. And in the last 1 week, 13 arrests have been made so far. When we at Republic, in fact, try to follow 3 stories very quickly. One was of Dhanmay Tamang, the other 2 of Santosh Thapa and Sanjeev Tamang. Now let's understand why we are highlighting this case. Dhanmay Tamang, remember, in that particular story, her family alleged acute torture and she was shoved on her chest, her arms were being twisted. Dhanmay Tamang is 65-year-old and her lawyer tells me that she doesn't even figure in an FIR. But there are 2 cases clamped on her. No relief has been given to her as far as she being the senior citizen is concerned. And the charges that are being clamped on her are vandalizing public property and pelting stones on the police. Now that's one case. Now I want to draw our attention of our viewers to this particular order, which talks about the 2 other accused, Sanjeev Tamang and Santosh Thapa. Here in that order, the Chief Judicial Magistrate, Jaydeep Bhattacharya, categorically mentions that at the very beginning of the Defence Counsel has drawn the attention of the court towards the respective injuries in the lower back of Sanjeev Tamang and Santosh Thapa. Further attention into the humanitarian dialect, drawing attention to D.K. Basu's judgment. Now let's look at these lines. Coming in the here, it talks about, in the inspection memo, submission is also supported by the petition that there is no question to keep a blind eye to these scars which are visible in the broad daylight. Well, this is a legal language. Deepthi, let me explain it to our viewers and let me oversimplify it. Basically, when a person is arrested, there's an inspection memo which is done by the police. In the inspection memo, there is a specific block which talks about the injuries, if at all there are any injuries found on the body. In the inspection memo, which actually is submitted to the judge at the time when the accused is produced, that particular column had nil injuries, and the judge himself has made these observations saying that these 2 accused, Sanjeev Tamang and Santosh Thapa, they actually showed these injuries in the back of their body.